SMMA versus SaaS, or software as a service. Hey everybody, Jason Edwards here with Trendify, and today in the video I'm going to cover why I think GoHighLevel or HighLevel is one of the best opportunities out there, and why if you're considering running your own SMMA agency, why you should consider SaaS instead. So let's pull up a little example here and talk to you about why I think this is the case. So let me find my spreadsheet. And if you know anything about these off the cuff videos I've been doing a lot of examples that are unedited, just kind of raw off the top of my head. So hopefully you enjoy this style of video. But SMMA, what has typically been going on lately is a lot of people are coming out and saying that you should run a social media marketing agency. And in that, you'll do various services, like maybe you would do Facebook ads or TikTok ads, or let's see what else. Maybe you do short form video. And that's all great, but there's a challenge with that because when you charge what people are advising you to charge, $1,000 to $2,000 to $5,000 per month, that sounds great on paper. It sounds like a couple clients, you're going to be making $10,000, $20,000 a month, and you're not going to have any troubles, any worries. But as you promise more big ticket items to a client, you have to obviously fulfill on those things, right? So you have to either have incredible skills yourself, and or you have to hire a team to fulfill those things. So Facebook ads, TikTok ads, short form video, all those things require either your time or somebody else doing those things for you. And you have a variable cost on some of those, like Facebook ads and TikTok ads, that you don't necessarily have 100% guarantee on what that's going to be every month. So you might be doing $500 a month or $1,000 a month, and then you're asking somebody to do their ad spend on top of that. Or maybe you're baking it all into your $2,000 a month and we're going to run ads for you. But regardless, you have a variable cost. And inevitably, what happens when you're doing this is that you're constantly being judged on your performance. Now, granted, you should deliver on the thing that you're promising someone, right? But you're constantly having to validate and prove and say, somebody's looking at their line items every single month and they're saying, am I really getting a return on this? Is this the best use of our money? Unless you're just blowing them away. And even when you're just drastically over delivering, you're constantly still being judged because you have such a high ticket item that you're delivering someone. They're constantly questioning, should I be paying for this? Am I okay? Do I need to pull back a little bit and handle the leads that I've already gotten? Or is this person giving me enough leads for the amount that they're promising me? Or the short form video, if that takes a while to ramp up, which I think it's a great, if you're doing any of these services and you're doing them well, then keep doing them. But I'm going to show you something to either add on to what you're doing, or maybe something that you would want to shift over to, because it's a lot less stress and a lot less fulfillment on your side as far as your time and or your staff's time. So when you're doing these high ticket services, again, they're great on paper. It looks like just a couple clients, you're going to be making a ton of money. And yes, that can happen, but the margins inevitably become challenging because you have to either perform with paying for ads and or you have to perform with adding more staff to fulfill these things. So I think that those are okay business models, but this SaaS software side is such a better model, in my opinion, because of the leverage of technology. And yes, it is a lower ticket item, which I'll talk about the different price points in a second. It is a bit lower ticket item, but the amount of headache and the amount of justifying your fees and everything comes down drastically. I wake up every single day and have notifications on my phone that I made sales for 97, 297 over and over and over again. It's just so nice because I rarely hear from these clients. They're using the software, they're using the tool that I've promised them will perform, and it just works. You know, there's occasionally glitches here and there, and we have to go in and fix that, but it's far less headache than having to constantly justify, okay, Mr. Business owner, Mrs. Business owner, we spent $1,000 this month. We got you 500 leads or 50 leads or whatever it is. And they're saying, well, these leads are not that great, or nobody answered the phone, or whatever it is. So that's just my opinion, that the software that we're delivering, and I'm going to show you some services that you can include for what we're doing in our software. But I find that it's just much less stress, and you can stack these clients over and over and over again, and they're getting a great service. The software is fulfilling a majority of it after you set it up the first time, and it just continues to rebill. So we've talked about SMMA a little bit, and granted, I've done this a bit. So maybe some of you out there just love this model and you're like, this is just it for me. I love it. I'm making great margins. You don't know what you're talking about, Jason, and that's fine. Maybe I'm wrong. But let me talk to you about SaaS. So SaaS stands for software as a service. And it essentially means that you're using technology and somebody is paying monthly for a software that performs some sort of service. So that could be something like an email marketing autoresponder, like a MailChimp or an Active Campaign or something like that. That could be really any kind of software that fulfills something. You probably are paying for something right now for your own business that you're paying every single month. Or even just if you look at like a Netflix or something, somebody's logging into that and they're utilizing being able to watch their favorite shows, and they pay for that every single month. So it just recurs over and over again. And with the software that I'm using called HighLevel or GoHighLevel, as a lot of people refer to it as, they allow you to do what's called white labeling. So they allow you to white label the software. And what that means is that you can actually put your own branding on it, and you can pay them one fee every single month. I pay $4.97 a month, but they have another plan that's $2.97. So I pay $4.97 per month. So my costs here are fixed, right? I know exactly what I'm going to pay every single month. And with that, I have the ability to do a few things. Number one, I have the ability to have unlimited clients, and I still only pay the $4.97. So I see some softwares that white label that require you to pay like $20 per user that you sign up or something like that. But with this, you don't have to worry about that. You have unlimited clients for the $4.97. And again, they have a $2.97 plan as well, but you get a little bit less features with that. With the $4.97 plan, I'm able to do rebilling on emails and text messages, which I'll probably talk about in depth on another video, but it allows me to mark those things up as well. So in addition to the unlimited clients, there's a lot of things that I can do for these particular clients that I can charge them $97, $297, $497 a month. And it just becomes something that is so simple and so much of a no-brainer that they just continue to pay every single month. So let me talk to you about a few of those easy foot in the door as I talk about strategies that you can use the software for. So number one, I talked about it on a previous video, but you can do websites, and they have a really easy website builder in there that you can build a very nice looking website for a plumber or a roofer or somebody that doesn't have to constantly update their website. You can provide that to them for $100 a month, $200 a month, bundled in with a few of these other things. You can also do, we talked about it in another video, the missed call text back. So what that is basically when someone calls a tracking number that we install for them, which costs us $1 a month or something like that, anytime they call that number and the business owner doesn't answer the phone, then we can have a text instantly go out to that person and tell them that they're unavailable, but how can they help them? And I'll show you that on our software in a second. So missed call text back. That alone is a part of the software that you could sell by itself for $97 a month, because it saves the business owner so many leads, right? There are so many times that a plumber or a roofer or any kind of home services type person is a smaller company. They're out on a job and they can't answer their phone, and they know they're missing calls, right? And when they call some of those numbers back, they find it's a telemarketer or somebody. So they get frustrated, and I guarantee you they have leads that are falling through the cracks. Not to mention, if they don't answer the phone, that person that's searching for them on Google is just going to dial the next person on Google. So they're missing those leads as well, because they're probably calling some people back and finding out that that person already got the service handled by someone else because they didn't answer the phone. So next one we can do is reviews. So I'll show you inside of our software as well that you can actually manage their reviews and set up a very easy automatic message that goes out to a customer after they've done the service for them. And then as soon as that service is complete, they can have a review request fired off to that person, and that person will be asked to leave them a review. So they'll see their review start going up. They also have the Google Chat widget. So the Google Chat widget, I'll show you, is where you can just install a little thing on their website. And then as soon as they log in through their Google profile onto your software, they will have a little messaging icon where somebody can go on Google, search for plumber near me, and they will see that that plumber has a way that they can chat and text message back and forth versus having to call that business owner. So they get a lot more leads that way because somebody, especially this day and age, people want to text versus call. Next is a website chat. So we've talked about this before on another video as well, but we can install a little code on their website, which will allow them to have a little chat bubble on there. And as soon as somebody fills out their name and phone number on there, it will turn into a text conversation. So that person can leave the website and still ask their question, and that business owner can go in and start responding to them via text back and forth. So it just makes it really easy. And then finally, there are so many more I could cover, but the final one I'm going to talk about today is social media posting. And that is not necessarily you doing the posting for them. We have a tool built into this HighLevel software that allows you to schedule posts either for them, or they can go in and do it themselves. If they've ever used a Buffer or a Hootsuite or anything like that, this is very similar technology. And it can post on Google, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Instagram. And it's just incredible. It works really well, and also has built-in library of templates that you can give them as well. So it's an excellent software. Even that, just for 50 or 97 bucks a month or 100 bucks a month, is a great tool that somebody could use. So let me pause here. I'll go over to the software and actually show you a few of these things, and then we'll talk about why this is a great package here. Okay, so here we are inside of my instance of HighLevel. I call it Trendify Pro. And one of the things that we talked about on a previous video is the website builder. So you can go back and watch that video, but I'll show you just an example of this. And they have an entire library of websites in here that you can create from scratch. And they also have a lot of templates that you can just easily customize. So this is a plumbing one that we showed an example for on our previous site. And obviously, I've designed websites on WordPress and Squarespace and all these other places, and they are really nice on those platforms. But this is something that if somebody doesn't have a website, or they have an old, outdated website, this looks awesome to somebody that is coming from nothing, right? And it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's just a billboard where somebody can find the contact information. It looks great on mobile, does its job, right? So we can have no problem offering this to somebody who doesn't have a website or has an old, outdated website. And then we start bundling this with some of our other services if we want to. So we can just offer this at 97 bucks a month, and somebody with no website is going to see the value in this. If we need to add more services to that, or we want to increase the price, we can add what I talked about, the chat widget here. So we just either put this on their existing website if they don't have that, or we can install it right into the website that we offer them as a package deal here. And that is where somebody can put their name. You see Jason Test, put a phone number, and boom, that fires off, and that turns into a text conversation. Okay. All right. So here we are inside the same software. This is our HighLevel software that we call Trendify Pro in my company, but you can call it whatever you want to for your company. And we also have a review tool in here. So there's a couple things that you can do for the business owner inside of this tool. Number one, you can get all of their past customers that haven't left them a review, or just their entire database. You can upload it inside of here and send an email or a text broadcast out to those people and ask them to leave a review. Number two, if it's just an individual that you want to send it out to, you can hit this little send review request button, put the name and the email or phone number of the past customer in here, and you can send the review request out to them. Number three, you can also have this set up as an automation moving forward. So if somebody moving forward completes a transaction with that person, you can have it automatically send a review request out to those people to ask them to leave a review. So just this tool alone, I'll show you in a moment, another company that does this and a few other things and charges $200-300 a month, and they're a massive company. So I'll talk about that in a second. Now here I wanted to cover the Google Chat widget, and it's one of my favorite tools because it is so easy to set up for you, but it also makes a huge impact for the business owner. And all you have to do, if the business owner has a Google profile already set up, as in they're getting reviews, or they at least have the ability to get reviews, then all they have to do is hit this little button inside of your software, your branded software. And as soon as they do, they'll be asked to log in with their Google credentials. And once they do that, then within usually an hour, sometimes it happens faster than that, they'll see, you see nobody has chat, and then here we have message, right? Message. And when somebody is searching for their service in their area, they're going to be scrolling through and they'll see that they can text that particular business owner. And very few, surprisingly, have this feature because they're not using a software like what you're going to be offering that business owner. So it just transforms the ability for leads to be able to reach out to them, because most people this day and age do not want to call the business. They want to message if they can. And as soon as somebody taps that thing, they can start turning this into a text conversation back and forth. It just makes it incredibly easy to pull in additional leads that wouldn't have wanted to call the business. So I think it's a great service, and it's just a wow factor. This alone you can offer for $97 a month, $197, whatever you want to. But if you combine a lot of these features together, then you can really start scaling up what you're charging somebody every single month. Or if you want to put it all together in one package and offer it for $97 a month and just have it be an awesome system at a super crazy low price, you can do that too. The flexibility of HighLevel makes it possible for you to charge whatever you want. I think they do have a minimum that you have to charge of $97 a month, but anywhere from that all the way up to infinity is what you could charge a business owner if you wanted to. And then finally, for this video, I want to talk about the social media posting tool and templates. And I think that this service alone, again, is something you could offer for $97 a month or more. Or if you wanted to combine this with a service and actually do the posting for someone, you could do that as well. So the way that this works is the business owner would log in to your software. They would connect their Instagram, their Facebook, their Google, their LinkedIn, and their Twitter. And when they do that, they can then start posting through this tool. So they can just hit new post, and you can create a new post here. And they pick the social accounts that they want to post in. There's an unlimited amount that they can post in here. And then they type their content in here and it schedules it out for whenever they want to. So there's also a calendar function in here. And there's also the ability to look through these templates here. And this is something that you see on the agency side, but soon you'll be able to, they can search through these themselves, or I think there's a way that you can just pre-install these into each person's account depending on what type of business they are. Obviously, if they're a plumber, then you don't want them to see real estate posts and landscaping posts. So you can find, let's just see HVAC here. You can see all the posts that are already in here, and then you can also create some of your own in Canva or something and upload them as you want to. But they are doing a really good job at HighLevel of giving us a lot of tools that we can give out to our clients. So this service alone by itself, again, is something that you could charge $97 a month for, and a lot of business owners will see the value in doing that. Or if you wanted to just charge like $197 a month and do the scheduling for them, like 3 posts a week, we'll do it for you, Mr. Plumber. Then you can do that as well. And it's super easy to schedule in here. And they also have ways that you can duplicate these posts across a bunch of different accounts. So again, you can have unlimited accounts on here. Maybe you have 50 plumbers that you're working for, or 50 real estate agents. You can schedule these things and copy them over to the other clients that you have as well. So it just makes it really easy to manage. So those are some of the main services that we are talking about on here. And then I wanted to pull up this example of Bird Eye, which is one of the companies that I reference a lot when people say there is no way that a business owner would pay $100 a month or $300 a month for that service. This particular company, Bird Eye, let's look at their revenues. This is from 2022. It says Bird Eye hit 69.6 million in revenue with 80,000 customers in 2022. So 80,000 business owners are paying them. Let's see what they're paying them for. Okay. So we go back to standard plan, messaging, text customers with inbox. So we already have that built into HighLevel. Address missed calls with receptionist. That's the missed call text back I've already shown you. Meet customers face-to-face with video chat. That we do not have yet. Collaborate with teams. I'm not quite sure what that reference is. Listings, update business info on 50 plus sites. We already do have that built in with a service called Yext that is built into the HighLevel platform. There is a little bit of an additional cost for that, but you can pass that on to the customer. Manage Google My Business profile. Yes, we are automatically do that included in your membership. Reviews, I talked to you about reviews. Get new reviews automatically. Yes, we do that. Google Direct Reviews, I'm not quite sure what that is. Monitor reviews from 150 plus sites. It monitors the reviews from Google and Facebook right now. I think they're adding more in there right now. Responder reviews in one place. Yes, we can do that. And review sharing on social sites. So that is just their standard plan at $299 a month. As you move up, they have like the web chat and stuff, which we already talked about, and a few other things. But a majority of what is covered in here, HighLevel does. And then it also does so many other things on top of that. Like I talked about the website builder, and we have funnels, and there's all kinds, and the social media posting tool. All of that makes it an incredible software for you to be able to charge whatever you want. 97 bucks, 297. I like to charge a little bit lower to where it's just a no-brainer every single month. I like to make it just where it's just something that every month they're paying and they're not thinking about, they're not judging it, they're not questioning what it's doing for them. It's just providing a simple service that the software fulfills 99% of it. So I don't have to continuously defend what I'm charging. And again, I'll go back to my, where was it? My list here. So SMMA, where we're doing Facebook ads or TikTok ads or even short form video, that is quite labor intensive, either for ourselves or for our staff. And there's a lot of other things that fall under this umbrella. But I promise you, I've tried these high ticket services before for myself. It was so much stress compared to having a SaaS, because with SMMA, I had to constantly validate why I was charging $1,000 a month or $1,500 or more, or whatever. Here, it's so much easier to just say every single month, 97 bucks a month, it's going to do all these things for you. If there's ever a glitch, we can help you out, but rarely is there a glitch. And if there is, it's very easy to fix. And HighLevel is a massive company. They have incredible programmers that are constantly fixing issues if there are any that arise. So I've never had anything that was an outage that lasted like weeks and I didn't know how to handle it. Customer service has been awesome. And if there's a massive outage, which I think has only happened once and it was very temporary, and they fixed it within a few hours. So everything was great. And every single day I wake up and I see new notifications on my phone that bills, that I got payments from my SaaS company. So that's what I got for you guys today. I think SMMA is something that you might want to look at if you want a few high ticket clients and you want to try that path. But I promise you, start looking at the SaaS side of it too, because it has really transformed our business and it's something that I love talking about. So I have a full 30-day trial to HighLevel. If you want to get access to that, you'll just go to the link down below and you'll land on a page that looks like this. You'll see it's normally a 14-day trial, but I've worked out a 30-day free trial for you. So it's free trial. You can literally not pay a dime right now and test it out, see if it's for you. And if you don't even want to do that yet, you just want to dip your pinky toe in the water, you can go to freesaasclass.com. There's another link down below, and you'll actually land on this site. It will not only give you a free course that I'm building out, but also get you into our Facebook group. So hopefully you guys got some value out of this, and I want to keep doing these raw, off the top of my head type videos, because I think I get a lot out of delivering them to you, and I see the responses. A lot of you are watching these videos all the way through, so I appreciate all of you. Subscribe if you want to get more information like this, and I'll talk to you again on the next video. Thanks.